Hi folks, I'm the Earnings Bookie, and what we're going to look at tonight is JDSU, and JDSU has earnings coming up on 8:20 after the market closes, so we're giving you a little of a heads up on this one. Usually we don't kind of give all this sort of great information away because some of it's part of our business, but this one I want you to keep an eye on this. JDSU. This is our earnings notebook. It actually tells you, or it tells us, tells everybody actually, what the earnings have been doing on this stock as far as reacting during the earnings event season. All we care about is price action. We want to look for consistency in price action. Now this is a consistent player. In 14 of its last 17 after hours earnings event, this stock has seen wider or a more aggressive next day action following whatever it did in the after hours. So if it was up in the after hours, it went even further up the next day. 14 of its last 17 times. And look at the last bit here. The near-term performance favors widening as the issue has expanded its move in 4 straight quarters. So if it was up 2% in after hours, right after earnings announcement or around earnings announcement, next day it could be up 2-3% more. 14 out of 17 times. That's pretty good odds. Let's have a look at what analytics went into this and see how much potential there is. This is the earnings analytics that feeds the notebook, and this is the full data long and short. So almost 3/4 of the time the stock followed through in the same direction, like we said. But the big thing is, how much did it move? When it followed through, the price closed further in the same direction on average by 3.8%. 3.8% is pretty good. 1 day's trading, remember, we're looking at 1 day. And that's from the effective close, which we call the period between after hours and the morning pre-market trading where nothing much happens. Let's see what this looks like. I put on the chart here all of the most recent earnings action on JDSU. And I'll read you the numbers. The most recent one at the end of April, in the aftermarket, it was down 2.6%. Who cares what the earnings said when they came out? All we care about is that the next day it followed through for a total of 16% down. Great play. The previous earnings, it was up 19% in after hours. Do you think you might have missed the move? Nope. It continued up to be 26% up by the end of the next day. Huge gains. Great moves. Previous one before that, 1.7% down, and then by the end of the next day it was 3.9% down. Hey, that's 3 for 3. Next one, well, this one went the other way. 3% up in the after hours and then reversed it and went down 5%. Can't win them all. Previous two to that, down 9.8% in May 2007 and continued through the 13.8% down. And the one in the beginning of the year, down 2%, the beginning of 2007, 2.3%, and finished up down 6%. That's pretty good there. That's the last 6 earnings, 5 of them were great winners. 5 out of 6. So what's it going to do tomorrow? Keep an eye on the after hours stuff. If you have after hours access to trading, keep an eye out for that. Look for the action, see if it's up or down. If it's up, it's a good chance it'll continue through to the next day, and maybe there's a chance to jump in at the open or the pre-market and take some of this money off the table. So that's earnings action on JDSU coming up August the 20th. Check it out. Earnings Bookie signing off.